If you can, Coach Carroll, I would appreciate it if you're going to give up a 22-point lead with a 32-7 run that you give me a little warning so I can take a heart pill.
Good Lord.
How were you doing during that?
You do this for 25 years. You see a lot of things, but I'm
do.
not sure I remember one like that. That was as much of an unbelievable run as I think I've ever had put on me in my life or my coaching career.
Pretty good coach on the other sideline over there.
And
his guys play hard for him. But
he does. But, definition of competitive greatness is just being at your best when it matters most. And I think we could have folded there a little bit because it was a very disheartening run where we just could not get a stop. And then when we would get a stop, we couldn't get a rebound. And finally we kind of shored things up there in the last 3-4 minutes there.
I've broadcast a lot of games over the years at different levels. I can't remember. I'm sure there's probably been an example there, but I can't remember at a team getting so many and ones in a game, and that was a lot of what they did. And you don't see that much anymore, especially you might have seen that more back in the 70s and 80s or something like that.
Yeah.
But you don't see that today because everybody's slashing and stuff like that.
Well,
and shooting threes.
What's funny is after every game you have to turn in an officials evaluation, and I've been begging our director of officials for them to call more fouls because I feel like it's just so physical in this league. And they called them tonight, so I guess I got what I wanted. So
David Suddeth did the game with me, and that was one of the things we talked about was the officials do have to do a job to kind of reel some of it in, or people end up getting hurt. So I do respect that, and I agree with you. I think it needed to be that, but it definitely was tonight. They did not call a lot on people defending Caleb Terry though.
I feel for that guy, man. I feel like he just gets beat up on every game.
Beautiful pass there from Jalen.
Yeah, and
I feel like just to that point, and we'll go back to Terry, and then I'll let you get down with the team. But Jalen several times tonight, he scored 27 points.
Yeah.
But he had some passes tonight that you had to see up here before anybody else on the floor saw it. And that one with Caleb Terry was to be able to see that pass that needed to go. And then I think it was one with Gus on the baseline that was just beautiful.
Yeah.
Talk about that.
Yeah, I mean, I tell you, Jalen sees the game in a unique way. He sees things and studies the game probably more than any player I've ever coached in my career. And sometimes I think he can probably see too much or be thinking that he's playing with Jokic or LeBron James or whoever out there. And I'm just like, sometimes you got to keep it a little bit simpler, buddy.
Yeah.
But he's just a great player, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he's just an unbelievable basketball player. He's a complete player in a lot of ways. He plays defense. He passes. He obviously scores. And we don't come out with a win tonight if he doesn't kind of pick it up there at the end.
Well, the guy we had come up here too, I thought, and we'll wrap it up with this. Gus Davenport, we asked him come up, and I don't know who you were thinking about, but that was who came to mind with us. I just thought he did so many things for you in a time when you needed it, when you lost Navon for a couple of games, and have a guy like you needed somebody to step up, and it was Gus, and I'm not surprised that it was.
Yeah. No, and I'll tell you what he did. That's kind of an unsung thing is he had to inbound the ball against the press.
Yes,
and
that's not in the stat sheet.
Right, exactly. And so every single time you get started possession, he's starting the possession, and they're just all up in you and making it hard.
Yeah.
And it just kind of wears on you,
Yeah.
Throughout the course of the game. And, so kudos to him because we were having trouble getting the ball in bounds, and he really did a good job of kind of solidifying that for us and letting us get the ball in the front court.
All right, I lied. One more thing. How do you adjust to having the game move Saturday to Monday and then having 3 games next week?
Yeah, I kind of am glad we're playing Monday because I think it gives us a little bit more time to prep. Yeah. What I'm not glad of is you got to play 3 games in 6 days there. So next week's a huge week for us. We'll break tomorrow, get our legs fresh. I felt like we've been a little bit tired in practice here. I think we had 9 or 10 practices and only 1 game since coming back from the break, and we just need to play. So, but we'll rest tomorrow, come back, have 2 days to get ready for Monday, and hopefully we can have a similar crowd like we had tonight.
Absolutely. It's Coach Kevin Carroll. The Trojans win at 99-88. We'll see you on Monday. Get your eggs and bread and all that kind of stuff, and we'll see you on Monday.
Probably too late.
for the whole video crew, for everybody, it's good to have everybody back here in the field house tonight, playing and watching and cheering. And we'll see you on Monday. We'll do it again. By the way, it's 4 and 6 on Monday right here at the field house with Mississippi College. The Choctaws come in for the first time.
That's right.
This has been a presentation of Flow College, the Gulf South Conference, and its member institutions.